Got it? Okay, good morning, everybody. Being about 10:30, we'll go ahead and open up the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. As usual, quick comment. Remember, our service men and women are out there as of today protecting our country. So remember them in your prayers and your thoughts. Thank you. The first item, official item on the agenda is to consider the approval of the minutes of the October 2nd meeting. And Mr. Klein, you weren't here, so Joe.
I have reviewed the minutes and would move that we accept the minutes as presented.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Next item on the agenda is to consider register of claims totaling $1,451,047.70. Do I have a motion to that effect?
I have reviewed the claims and move that we pay the amounts listed.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I'm sure there's no discussion on that, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we've all reviewed it. Under old business, we have no old business this morning. Under new business, we're doing a lot of CSO work that's required to do studies, and we're trying to keep the rates down. So we're doing studies on each project to see if there's alternative ways that we can improve the neighborhoods while we do these projects, but also to save taxpayers or ratepayers some money. So we have a list of these, and these have all been, these companies, we've interviewed different companies, and this is what the board and the individually have decided, along with Nikki Grisby, who is our district administrator, that these are the companies that we've decided to go ahead and do the preliminary studies for these projects. So the first item on here is agreement with Beam, Lawn-Just, and Neff, and this would be regarding the CSO 2028. Does the board have any questions on this? I think we've all had time to review this. So with that, say, Joe, would you go ahead and make the motion?
I will make a motion that we accept the agreement between us and Beam, Longest, and Neff.
And I'll second that.
CSO 28.
And I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Next is the agreement for professional service with Shrewsbury and Associates, LLC, regarding the CSO 13 separation. And are there any questions on that from the board? No. If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the agreement.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Next is professional service from United Consulting, and this is on the CSO 25 and CSO 26. And this is with United, if I didn't already state that. Is there any questions on that from the board? Do I have a motion to approve that contract?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a second, I'm sorry. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agreement for professional service with Unbound, and these are the people that do all our, help us with all our accounting and do our audit, and we've been using them for forever. So they're going to be doing a review of our existing rates and to see what is necessary for the future to do what we're complied to do by the long-term control plan with IDEM. So they're now in a process to see how little we can raise our rates to accomplish what we're required to do. So I need a motion to approve that contract.
This is subject to legal review, I believe.
Yes, it is. All these contracts have been reviewed by our legal counsel at this point in time.
I will move that we accept the agreement with Humboldt.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And again, these are all these contracts are open for review for anybody who would like to see a copy of them. Again, this board has spent individually and as a group a lot of time on these contracts and reviewing the qualifications. So I feel very comfortable in that we've done a very good job on this thing. Of course, it's easy for me to say since I'm on the board, but anybody can review these and there's copies available. The next is an agreement between the Delaware Advancement Corporation and Muncie Sanitary District. And Mr. Klein, will you just cover this a little bit of what this is? What, we're working with DAC, which is but
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
we're up in the Villages area at Ball State. There's some improvements being made to, there's a parking garage being built there. There's going to be some streetscape and improvements made to the right-of-way. And at the same time, we just thought it wise to improve the stormwater system on North Street from Martin to Dix, and then on Martin Street from north down to the White River Boulevard. So we will only fund the stormwater infrastructure, and they're hiring the contractors, they're hiring the engineers to do it. We're just providing the funding just for the stormwater infrastructure.
So basically, they were,
Intergovernmental agreement.
there was a lot of concerns about the new apartments that were going up in the village, and whether the stormwater and the sewers would be adversely affected by that. So again, we've decided we would do that sewer work at this point in time to ensure that the area is better than it was before the apartments went in. And again, the firm that is doing all the work up there also is subcontracting out to get the sewer work, so we're just reimbursing them for the work rather than us doing the contract. So that's basically what's happened here. Is that pretty well
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of work going on that we're not paying for, but we are covering the
The
stormwater.
stormwater part, okay. So this agreement has been reviewed by our attorneys. My understanding is the DAC attorney has not had the opportunity to review the last revisions. So what I'd like to do is have an agreement that we will approve this contract upon the acceptance of the DAC attorney's review. So
I'll make that motion.
we have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. The contractor is really into it, and the work's done, and they just need to be paid. And we at our previous meeting had agreed that we would do this, and now we're just approving the payment in the contract here. Last thing on the agenda here is public opinion, and there's not a lot of people here today, so anybody would like to come forth and say anything, if you would, please come forward and give us your name and your address. Since I see nobody from the public would like to meet with us or have anything to tell us about what a great job we're doing, we'll just move on then. So with that said, we're going to adjourn the meeting, and the next regular scheduled meeting will be Thursday, October 30th, same place, same time. Thank you, everybody, for being here.